So the justices are really taking their time before they rule to reinstate or remove President Yoon over his martial law order. We turn to legal expert Kim Ji-soo for more this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So Ji-soo, no announcement yet. Is it safe to say the ruling will come next week?
Well, not necessarily, I would say. The court usually announces a ruling 2 to 3 days in advance in order to allow enough time for the government agencies and law enforcement to be prepared. However, last Wednesday's ruling was delayed, and this Wednesday's ruling was also expected, but it didn't happen. So at this point, nothing is certain right now, and the ruling could be delayed up until April. And currently, the justices are holding closed-door deliberations, and no one knows exactly when they will reach a final decision.
Well, that's why speculations abound over why the court's decision is being delayed. Now, some say the 8 justices are having a difficult time narrowing their disagreements. Ji-soo, what's your take on it?
So I know that there are reports that the decisions is already made, but the justices are just fine-tuning the ruling words in order to avoid any kind of legal loopholes. However, if the court had fully agreed on either dismissal or approval, there would be no reason for such a delay. And while they agree on the basic facts, the real debate is whether on those facts actually violate the Constitution and laws, and if they are serious enough to justify the removal. So it seems that these legal interpretations are causing significant disagreements among the justices, which leads to the prolonging.
Well, speaking of the timing of the ruling, does the ruling time matter in any way? I mean, will the ruling take place in the morning or in the afternoon? Doesn't matter in any way.
So the court usually announces major rulings in the morning, like Park Geun-hye's case, it was at 11 a.m. A morning ruling allows time for media coverage, government responses, and public reaction during the day. And an afternoon ruling could mean last-minute deliberations or security concerns, which might cause more confusion and more public unrest. So given past cases, Yoon's ruling will likely be scheduled for 10 to 11 a.m. to ensure a clear and organized response.
Right, that is why we were expecting Friday morning to be the big day, considering we are ahead of the weekend so that we have more time to digest. But do you think the ruling will be aired live this time or recorded, considering what we went through, including all the violence at the Seoul Western District Court?
So the court has traditionally aired impeachment rulings alive, including Park Geun-hye's in 2017. However, as you mentioned, there were security concerns after the recent violations at the Seoul Western District Court could change that. If authorities believe a live announcement could lead to immediate unrest, they might offer a recorded broadcast to control the timing and security measures. If the ruling is broadcast live, we expect strictly security measures in and around the court.
Well, some say, last but not least, the ruling for Prime Minister Han Duck-soo's impeachment trial will come after Yoon Suk-yeol's trial. Now, why does it matter which one comes first? Does it matter in any way, Yoon's or Han's?
So first, Prime Minister Han Duck-soo's hearing ended 6 days before Yoon's on February 19th, but no ruling date has been set even after nearly a month. So reports suggest that the justices have not yet held a final vote, meaning they not have reached any kind of conclusions. And there is a possibility that Han's ruling will be announced together with Yoon's, as both cases involve martial law concerns and government instability. However, it seems that the two cases should be handled separately since they're legally different. And I would say that the court and myself could prioritize Yoon's case more, and Han's ruling could be pushed it up to next week.
All right, Ji-soo, thank you so much for connecting with us this morning. We appreciate it as always.
Thank you.